One of the major unsolved mysteries in the world is Oak Island. Born in Kingsford, Michigan, Marty Lagina is a well-known treasure hunter who has gained widespread recognition thanks to the hit television program, The Curse of Oak Island. When Marty was 11 years old, a piece in Reader Digest piqued his interest in Oak Island. This early exposure stoked a lifelong fascination that would lead to his return to the island decades later, armed with greater resources and technology than the treasure hunters before him. Marty initially pursued a career far from treasure hunting. Studying engineering at Michigan Tech and law at the University of Michigan, he founded Terra Energy, a company that pioneered the extraction of natural gas from shale in Michigan. His business acumen was proven when he sold Terra Energy for $58 million. However, Marty's childhood fascination with Oak Island never waned, and his brother Rick, who also shared an interest in the island, decided to seriously pursue this dream. They bought a controlling interest in Oak Island Tours, which owned most of the island, and began what would be one of the most famous treasure hunts in modern history. Their quest has been fraught with challenges. Try to somehow connect the stone path to something right. Let's start digging, as the island is notorious for its booby traps and flooding tunnels designed to protect whatever may be hidden underground. Over the years, the Legis and their team have uncovered various items that suggest a significant past presence on the island each season. They seem to edge closer to making a major discovery, although the ultimate prize remains elusive. What distinguishes Marty in this undertaking is his methodical approach to the hunt, which delves into the mysteries of the island's past. Despite rumors of his purported death, their perseverance and commitment to their quest have been demonstrated by their discoveries on the island. When they found evidence of a tunnel in Smith's Cove uplands one day, they told their brother Rick and archaeologist Lars Nien, "Of course we're going to investigate. We have to see what it looks like." They had found a well-made cave that appeared to have been purposefully constructed, and Alex had been closely examining the area to confirm its existence. They noticed small details like a slight misalignment in the cave structure that suggested it was purposefully built. This discovery increased the team's excitement and strengthened their conviction that they were about to unearth something significant. Driven to demonstrate the possible importance of their discoveries, Marty Lagina took the lead in the investigation, concentrating on the expert craftsmanship involved. They collaborated to delve deeper into the issues under Smith's Cove uplands, dedicated to resolving the Oak Island riddle. They discovered a large timber and another important round timber nearby, with the main beam standing out for its exquisite construction. It was especially exciting because scientific analysis revealed that this construction dated back to 1769, more than 20 years before the money pit was first discovered. The wood and the way it was put together seemed genuine and true to the time, which encouraged the team to dig further. A cross-shaped portion at the back resembled the timbers from the U-shaped structure they discovered at Smith's Cove last year. Smith's Cove has been full of surprises, including the appearance of several unexpected structures and the revelation of numerous previously unknown facts. As they continue their investigation, they continue to uncover clues that point to the possibility of a flood tunnel on Oak Island. May had something to do with what transpired there, something that historical records also seem to allude to. Just when they believed they were getting close, a discovery at Smith's Cove forced the Legis into their largest excavation to date, but the thrill of the enormous undertaking only heightens the team's resolve to overcome new obstacles and uncover the past. Rick Lagina and his nephew Alex are planning an exciting diving operation on Oak Island. Collaborating with Tony Sampson and Dr. Lee Spence, an underwater AR archaeologist with over 50 years of experience, Dr. Spence has found over 100 ships and relics worth over $50 million. Some dating back to the 1500s, the archaeological team led by Lars Nien began looking into the circular depression on Lot 5, which they believe is part of an old man-made structure from before the 1760s lot division. They found a piece of red earnware, known as redware sunglasses. Because when we see the shine of that gold and silver mate, that you could damage your eyes, that you got to prove Gar with an unusual purple and black glaze, which caught Nan's attention. He suggested that people might have lived in the area even before the discovery of the money pit. Another team led by geologist Terry Matheson conducted the year's first sonic drilling operation near the garden shaft. They drilled 6 holes and checked out material from depths between 80 and 120 feet to better understand the natural terrain and potentially pinpoint the original money pit. Their focus was on a borehole named BDU 5 and 13, which initially gave them some promising results. The team is eager to learn more about Lena's accident and whether there is something hidden on Oak Island that is being kept from us. Historian Charles Barkhouse and Alex Lagena believed that this might be a sign that B5 and 13 was close to the original money pit, possibly near a cavern that caved in back in the 1800s. Surveyor Stephen Gupp also noted that B5 and 13 was just under 5 feet from where they had previously found precious metals.
Since then, swarms of people have flocked to Oak Island in the hopes of excavating the money pit's buried riches. Over the past 170 years, countless explorers have flocked to Oak Island in quest of the rumored legendary treasure buried at the bottom of the money pit. Some have attempted to avoid the complex booby traps in the flood tunnels, while others have dug ditches on other parts of the island, frequently at the cost of human life and spawning fanciful rumors of a curse. In spite of the development of ever more advanced instruments, such as steam pumps in the 1860s and divers in 1909, treasure hunters have attempted and failed throughout history. Even though they sent apparatus for digging and divers to the island in 1909, the old gold salvage gang was unable to break Oak Island's curse. Franklin Delano Roosevelt, the future president of the United States, is rumored to have been a member of the original Gold Savage Group and to have been fascinated by its mystery throughout his entire existence. Errol Flynn and John Wayne, two of Hollywood's greatest stars of the 1930s, donated money to multiple expeditions. According to legend, King George VI of England instructed 2 treasure hunters to submit their finds. Despite numerous searches, the treasures of Oak Island have evaded discovery. Rick and Marty Lagina, brothers who were filming their treasure search on Oak Island for the History Channel, were in charge. The fact that this is the 9th season of the program could be indicative of how successful their quest has been thus far. The siblings have unearthed a variety of intriguing artifacts, such as money, weapons, and jewelry, but they have yet to find Captain Kidd's legendary loot. The longer one searches without discovering the treasure, the more reasonable it becomes to question its very existence. The story should be regarded as a myth, despite the fact that many people have searched for his riches. The discovery of evidence that Daniel McGinnis had discovered the money pit in the 1790s did not occur until 1857. In addition, the account differs based on the cited source. There is little evidence to suggest that Captain Kidd concealed valuables on Oak Island, and the popular conception of pirates is wholly fictitious. Walking the plank and other stereotypes, such as parrots and prosthetic legs, are not supported by substantial evidence. The portrayal of Robin Newton as Long John Silver in the 1950 film adaptation of Treasure Island also contributed to the mythologizing of the infamous pirate incident. Contrary to conventional belief, there is only one well-documented case of a pirate actually burying treasure, and it wasn't them, Captain William Kidd. Be sure to stay informed and subscribe for more information on recent discoveries and findings. On Gardner Island, 500 miles away, Kidd buried his wealth, which was discovered less than a year later and used as evidence in his trial and execution. However, it is also conceivable that Kidd hid treasure on Oak Island. Why would Kidd, or any pirate for that matter, go through the trouble of excavating a 30-meter deep booby-trapped pit to conceal treasure if the objective was merely to keep anything valuable secure? A few meters would have sufficed, correct? Even if Kidd did bury wealth on Oak Island, it is likely lost forever due to the inability of modern technology, such as ground-penetrating radar, to discover it. In 1995, the Woods Hole Oceanographic Institution conducted a scientific investigation of Oak Island to locate any concealed treasure. As a result of their investigation, the crew came to the disappointing conclusion that the fabled inundation of the money pit was not the result of a complex trap, but rather the result of natural geological processes on the island. In Nova Scotia, near Oak Island, there are sinkholes that share some characteristics with the original money pit. Even if the cryptography stones and oak platforms discovered in the money pit appear to disprove this theory, it is important to note that many of these critical pieces of evidence have not vanished despite having been a part of the Oak Island legend for more than a century. Scientists are astounded by a startling new discovery, which can be viewed by clicking the following video.